Hello everybody. I'm going to do a get ready with me today, and I want to talk to you a little bit about this whole car acquiring situation. It's not fun for me. I don't enjoy it at all. You know, with my leg and the pain that I have going to the dealerships and dealing with all of it is not my favorite thing to do. By the way, one more time, let me show you this thing, because this thing has really worked out extraordinarily well for me. So let me just show it to you. This is something that I had bought a while ago, and it was a way to organize the makeup, and I know I've tried many different ways over time, but this is really good for me to organize the stuff that I use every day. And I don't have it anywhere near full, but I do have the stuff that I use, so everything is in one place, and it makes it a whole heck of a lot easier for me. Okay, I'm going to start out with my Peter Thomas Roth water drench, and I know a number of you have tried it and you love it as well. To me, it's an incredible thing. Yes, pricey, but lasts so long that it's really not pricey in the end, at least for me. This is all I need. And this will do both cheeks because it just melts right into the skin. Okay, so the other day I went to what I perceive to be, and I think will be, the final car dealership, because I have no time. The car has to go back later this week. I looked at my sister-in-law had suggested that I take a look at the Hyundai Sonata. And I did that, and I actually loved the Hyundai Sonata. I was very surprised how much I liked it. This is the Laura Mercier, and it is the tinted moisturizer, oil-free. So I really like this, and the color that I use is blush. Again, it takes very little, just a little tiny bit. And from the time that I got into the dealership, I was dealing with a very nice young man. I liked him a lot. And he did take me for a test drive in the car. I love the way it rode. I could not believe, in fact, how incredibly smooth it was. The pickup was incredible on it. It was wonderful. It was a 2019 Sonata. Well appointed. The sound system was wonderful. I'm an audiophile, so sound is important to me in a car, and the sound was wonderful in it. So everything was great, and I said to him at the end, I said, look, I said, don't waste your time and mine. Don't play the games with me. Just give me your best price, and I'm ready to get a car. I said, I must have a car by next week. So the question is it going to be your car or is it going to be another car? And I said, you let me know. So he did the usual thing that they do of going to the manager, which I hate. I hate that whole game thing. And I told him I didn't want to put any money down, which was the deal that I had with my Mercedes dealer, and what I had done the last time, because a number of people in my office had been doing it that way. And I used to put a few $1,000s down, but right now I don't have it to do. And Lord knows I don't need that extra stress of whatever money I have left to last me until the next money comes in. Next is going to be my Hoola by Benefit. This is the, what's it called again? Just Hoola. This thing, if I don't get a new one soon, it's criminal. Take a look at this thing. There's so little of it left, but it's good to the last drop. I'm just going to do my little bit of definition here for my cheekbones, such as they are, aging as they are, and just a little bit around here and down here. Okay. He goes to talk to the manager, and it takes him a while to come back to me. And he finally does come back to me. Now the question is, do I want to put any other makeup over this? And I think the answer is no. I'm perfectly fine with it the way it is. I'm just going to use, and I started to use this again recently. The interesting thing is, I had bought a few of these. This was one of the things at Sephora where they have those things that they sell you as you're waiting online. This is Lorec Tantalizer. I used it for a very long time until I started using other things, and then I came back to it. I really like it a lot. I'm going to use the dollar place, that Shop Miss A brush, and I'm going to just apply it here just to give me a little bit, and then up into here, and that's all for that. He goes to the manager and he disappears for a little while, and then he comes back and he puts the paper down in front of me as if he's giving me this phenomenal deal. And I took a look at it and I was stunned. The sticker price of the car was $30,880, I believe, something like that. The sticker price of the Mercedes is $50,000 something dollars, and you'll know why I'm mentioning that. So the price he came back with was $469 and change. I don't remember the change. And I was like, what? The Mercedes was $501. I said, for $40 difference, it makes 0 sense for me to be getting a Hyundai versus the Mercedes that I'm used to. This is the Too Faced Born This Way, and it is absolutely my favorite concealer at this point. There is nothing else for me. I like it much better than the Tarte Shape Tape. Tarte Shape Tape is too thick, and it makes me look more lined. I'm going to just take a brush. Again, this is another brush from the Shop Miss A, and I'm just going to apply it. It's sort of a very simple application of this. So I just sat there and I looked at him and I said, it makes no sense. So he finally said to me, is there a number that you would be comfortable with that would make you choose this car? And I stopped and I thought about it for a minute. I said, well, I said, if you could come in with $400 a month, it would be something worth considering very seriously, because it's $100 difference, at least $101 to be accurate. But so I said that makes sense for me to consider, because to be honest with you, of all the cars I looked at with the no money down, the only one that offered me a good price was the Honda, and I can't do the Honda because the seats are too low. So he came back. He took quite a while. He came back with his manager. I hate when they do that. Once again, what it screams to me is games, games, games. I'm going to do my Urban Decay primer for the eyelids. Again, nothing fancy today. I'm just going to clean out the trunk of my car so I don't need to look splendiferous. I just want to look not scary. When he came back, he said that that was impossible. And then the manager looked at me with this sly look on his face and he said to me, but how much do you have to put down? First he said to me, what model of the Mercedes is it? I said, it's the C-Class, the 4MATIC. He said, is it the 250? I said, no, it's the 300. And he said, but I bet it's stripped down. And I said, no. I said, it actually is the top of the line model. It's got everything in it. And he said, but you must be putting a lot of money down. I said, $0 down, 0. So it just didn't make any sense. So he said to me, he went back into his office and then he came back, and the guy who had been with me, the salesperson, I felt bad for him because I think he could have had a deal. He really could have. I liked the car enough. I was going to be giving up some things, but willing to do it. for the payment, because again, it has to make some kind of sense. I must have a car for my business or I'm out of business. I must have a decent car, and I do still take people in the car with me. Not all the time, as I did before, but often enough that the back seat has to be comfortable. There has to be room. It's got to be decent. And there's a strange thing in business. There is this thing called perception. People's perception about whether or not you are successful has to do with things that make zero sense when you think about it. This was that fun brush that I had gotten when I bought those brushes back last year sometime. I don't remember the name of the company, but I did a review on the brushes. So these are nice. And by the way, I finally did wash all my brushes in that Zote soap again, and I will do a demonstration on that again because I did it easily over a year ago. That soap is unbelievable. I had learned about it in the first place from Carol from the O'Carroll Show, and I have been using it solely to clean my brushes, and the brushes come out incredibly soft. They come out like new, and they are absolutely wonderful. I've already used this one once or twice, which is why a little bit came out. So I'm just going to add a little bit of color to the end here. Nothing fancy once again. Okay, I did not do, which I wasn't thinking. Let me see, where is my... Okay, I can use this brush. I need to put something in the transition. So let me do this. Nothing too much. It's just the color from this, the top one, and that's more accurate color because it was looking way too light when I showed it to you the other way. It's not a whole lot, but it gives some definition. So if you can see the difference in the two eyes, then it makes it worth it. All right, let's see. So I have this. I really have to get some more of the mascara. I really want the Marc Jacobs mascara again, but I'm going to wait until they have the sale where they have it as part of a kit, hopefully, so I'll get something of more value, since whatever dollars I spend now have to be spent wisely, because there just are not a lot of discretionary dollars available at this point. All right, I have, let's see, I'm going to go with the dark green. I love these slide-on, glide-on pencils. They are wonderful. They really are. This is NYX. They're great. And once again, this little thing is terrific because I keep all my pencils and things in here. It's very lightweight. The drawers are not all that big, so it's good. Oh, that was wrong. Hello. That was wrong. It just slipped. Oh well. Being really sloppy today. I watch some of the other gals who make it look so easy. They really do. And then there's moi, not quite as easy. And again, I'm going to do this because I want to go under my eyes. This is just a Wet n Wild, very inexpensive palette that I've been using today. What I did was, it had similar colors to that very expensive palette from YSL that I had gotten on sale last year when I had I had the Nordstrom box. I forgot what they call them, the rewards. Okay, that'll give me a little bit more definition, and let me put a little more definition in the corner. So I fully expected the guy to go back and to leave me sitting there thinking that he couldn't do anything and come back to me. I really expected him to come back to me because I told him, I said, I am within the next few to several days getting a new car. You can help determine what car that is. Now I have to tell you, I was watching Mary Ellen put on her makeup and counting the strokes that she did for the mascara. I don't count, but I keep going till it looks like it's got something going for me. This one is really running out. Going out to clean out my car, I probably shouldn't be wasting this, but it's right here, so I'm using it. I haven't done a thing. By the way, Mary Ellen, I'm also so bloody impressed by the way you do your waterline. I would poke myself right in the eye. There's no way that I could do that. But then again, I never did contact lenses or stuck anything in my eye, so I don't have the years of practice that a lot of other people have had. So it's time to make a decision, and I think there's a really good chance that I'm going to wind up going with the same car again. They had a special deal going. I don't have to pay the first payment. I get $2,000 off with the fleet allowance. I think it was another $1,250 off for some other stuff. I think it was loyalty and whatever else there was. So it makes it a much more viable option, and I just need it to be over with. I cannot be spending all my time. I forgot to tell you probably the most important thing I have to tell you today, and that is that I almost fell yesterday. That was the scariest thing. I've been trying to do more and more each day, as we all know, and stupidly often because I'm pushing myself way too hard. I straightened out my linen closet downstairs, the shelves that I could get to. I cannot get to all of them because I can't get to the bottom and I can't get to the top one. So I did everything that I could reach. And it made me feel good to be able to do that. And I started working on the kitchen downstairs. But when I'm too long on my feet, it hurts. That coupled with the fact that I started to fall, I did catch myself so I didn't fall all the way down, but I fell enough, and I felt my knee almost didn't give out, but it felt like it could go in any direction. It was scary as hell. And what happened when I fell? I didn't have my medical alert thing on. I didn't have a phone with me. If I had fallen, I would have been one of those people in the commercial. I've fallen and I can't get up. It was terrifying. So today I ache a lot. But I will show you a picture from the linen closet of what I did manage to do. And then I managed to get the counter in the kitchen downstairs was atrocious because I had the guy who brought back my staging stuff had it in 2 huge boxes. I mean, it was sitting on the counter. There was no room for anything else. It was making me totally crazy. So I'll give you a screenshot of that as well. It's not a beautiful kitchen. The kitchen really needs updating, but there's nothing I can do. So at least it's clean. That part of it. And there's so much that I can't do, but I am paying a price today. I really, really hurt. And I'm worried about what I have to do with the trunk of the car. My neighbor said she would help me. I don't know how long I can stand up to do it. If she pulls the stuff out, if I can sit in the car and go through it, that would be helpful. Then I can decide what to do. So I think that's about it. Oh my God, this has gone way longer than I expected it to. I'm going to do my lipstick, so at least I finish this for you. I know what else I didn't do. Oh, heck. I don't have it handy, so it looks like I'm not going to be wearing any kind of great highlighter today. I don't think so. I don't think I have it in here. So we'll just do lipstick and I'll be done with it. Yeah, that's it for today. Once again, as I say, to clean out the trunk of my car, I don't have to be stunning. I'm feeling a little bit shaky and twitchy again today, and that's not fun. This is a very old lipstick, 305 Copper Charm it's called. I don't know if it's still available. Who was this from? I don't know if they're getting smaller or I can't see. Maybelline. This is Maybelline. And it's this real coppery color. And then for the inside, I will go for this. I don't want to do the pink. This is that thing that I was so disappointed in, the Trick Metallized. It was Urban Decay, and I had such high expectations for this, but it's not for me. It's okay, nothing great. So there I am, as finished as I'm going to be today. I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to wait for my neighbor to get home. She said probably about 1 o'clock. I have to do something with my hair, and that's it. So I will see you soon, and I do have another video that I was going to load, but I think I'm going to redo it instead of just load the old one. Take care. Have a great day. Love you all.